Hello makers and creators! Today we are going to learn how to make strawberry rhubarb muffins filled with delicious chunks of rhubarb and strawberries. Let's get started. First we are going to use room temperature eggs, some fresh buttermilk, and cooking oil. Whisk those together just gently enough to make sure that they're all combined and there's no more separation between the eggs and the milk and the oil. Once that is done, set that aside and we're going to work on our dry ingredients. Combine the flour, the brown sugar, the baking powder, and the salt. Make sure you break up all the brown sugar so that there's no more clumps inside. We don't want any pockets of brown sugar. And then just gently fold it together until it's thoroughly combined. Pour the egg mixture in with the flour mixture. Gently fold this together until all the wet ingredients thoroughly saturate the dry ingredients. We don't want to overmix, otherwise you'll end up with dense muffins. Just scrape the bottoms and the sides to ensure that all the flour is thoroughly wet and there's no more pockets of dry ingredients left. Now we're adding in the rhubarb and the strawberries. I used fresh, but you can also use frozen and there's no need to thaw before. Don't forget your vanilla extract, and then we simply fold in the strawberries and the rhubarb. Again, we don't want to beat it or mix it or overwork the batter. We just gently fold it in until it is evenly distributed throughout the batter. When it's thoroughly combined, we move on to preparing our muffin tin. You can use cooking oil and spray them, or you can also line them with baking cups. You want to fill each muffin about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way full. If you overfill them, then they will create a huge dome on the top that will stick to the edges and make it more difficult to remove. Now, completely optional is adding a streusel topping, which I include the ingredients on how to do that in the recipe card. But I simply sprinkle on a little bit of the cinnamon streusel on top of each one. You can do about half a tablespoon to a tablespoon each, and then gently pat it in to make sure that it sticks to the batter. Bake it at 450 for about 5 minutes and then reduce it to 350 for the rest of the time. Now you can enjoy your fresh strawberry rhubarb muffins, but be careful, they disappear quick, so you might want to double the recipe. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos at Busy Creating Memories.